गुड आफ्टरनून लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन। सो आज मैं सोच रहा था कि कौन से टॉपिक पे बात की जाए। ओके, सो आई वाज जस्ट थिंकिंग कि कैन वी कवर लेटेस्ट ट्रेंड्स, टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रेंड्स इन द कोऑपरेटिव बैंक सेक्टर। ओके, सो उसी बेसिस पे मैंने थोड़ा बहुत स्टोरी बनाया है एंड आई वांटेड टू शेयर माय पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू। एंड सिंस आई नो आई एम इन बिटवीन लंच, सो आई विल कीप इट शॉर्ट, सिंपल एंड इंटरेस्टिंग। सो तो इसका पूरा बैकग्राउंड क्या है? सो अगर आप देखो तो ओवर द लास्ट कपल ऑफ ईयर्स various technologies have hit us in our every walk of our life, right? Especially Gen Zs are embracing various technologies very smartly, right? तो ये जो consumers है ना, जो बैंकिंग के consumers है, उनका पूरा thought process और services बैंक से लेने का पूरा एक जो नजरिया है ना, वो पूरा अलग है। Okay, what they are expecting is basically omni-channel services which they are expecting from banks, right? Second, they are digital first. So you have to provide them digital platform in order to avail various banking services, right? So कहीं ना कहीं ये जो consumer behavior में जो pattern में जो change आया है ना, उसकी वजह से technology has become a catalyst for any kind of growth that cooperative banks today are embracing. So I'm going to talk to you about various kind of technologies that any cooperative bank can, the trend which are going on and how it is impacting overall on the business side. So if you look at, only 40% of urban cooperative banks are fully digitized. 65% of cooperative bank customer use smartphones, but they lack mobile banking. Okay. We have spoken enough about cyber attacks and many companies have talked about cyber attacks. I am also going to talk to you about cyber attacks because more technology you basically embrace, it is going to actually create more and more vulnerabilities, for us to for us to be able to get into a trouble. So what I am trying to say here is that today if you look at any particular banking institution, there is a maturity path in terms of their technology adoption. So we started with, let's say, traditional path where everything was offline way back 25 years back. Then digitization started. Core banking solution, we started automating our processes. Then we get into making sure that core banking solutions are stable, the processes are well defined, and we are able to bring a lot of efficiency into our system. Now we are talking about delivering omni-channel services through WhatsApp or various other means, through ATMs, through kiosk. And now we are becoming a future ready. How do we embrace further various waves that are hitting us in terms of artificial intelligence and machine learning? Okay. So we have to become future ready to make sure that we are able to grow further and able to reach out to our new consumers who are expecting us to basically deliver those kind of experiences. So these are the 8 trends that are actually important from the cooperative bank perspective, not just cooperative bank, for any financial institute for that matter. One is agile and adaptive banking, and I'm going to talk about every technology trend, the impact which it can create, and what is the use case for a particular institution like a cooperative bank. So let's start from agile and adaptive banking. Okay, so today we are talking about quick launch of various products. We want to launch the customized loan products, customized various other products, okay, for small help groups or farmers. How do we do that? Okay, so that is where the technology platform and the insight that we are going to get is going to help us. Hyper automated banking. So somebody has spoken about RPA, artificial intelligence, agentic AI and various other technologies. Basically we are trying to automate the KYC validation and how we automate the entire KYC process to make the onboarding of various customers experience very good. Open banking. We have spoken about omni-channel and how do you get connected with various interfaces like UPI to deliver various services to our consumers. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. So let me give you some small example. As a cooperative bank, for an example, if you are trying to do risk assessment of giving loans for agriculture. अब एग्रीकल्चर में जो भी रिस्क है इन ऑर्डर टू लाइक गिव लोन्स और टू इंश्योर अ पर्टिकुलर क्रॉप ड्यूरिंग अ पर्टिकुलर सीजन, ओके, तो उसके लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं बियॉन्ड व्हाट अ ट्रेडिशनल मेथड ऑफ रिस्क असेसमेंट व्हाट वी आर फॉलोइंग इज बेसिकली टू कंज्यूम सम ऑफ द वेदर एंड क्लाइमेट डेटा, ओके, और सॉइल डेटा, सैटेलाइट इमेजेस का यूज करके हमें काफ़ी सारा इंसाइट मिल सकता है कि ये पर्टिकुलर वेदर में, ये पर्टिकुलर सॉइल टाइप में, ये पर्टिकुलर क्रॉप में यील्ड कितना आ सकता है, ठीक है। और अगर कोई इवेंचुअलिटी होती है जैसे स्टॉर्म आ गया या रेन आ गया जो अनसीजनल है, हाउ इट इज गोइंग टू डैमेज द क्रॉप, ओके। सो ये सब चीजें जो है ना वो पूरा एक एल्गोरिदम के फॉर्म में बना के हम एक रिस्क असेसमेंट कर सकते हैं, ओके, यूजिंग आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड मशीन लर्निंग. सो दिस इज अ स्मॉल एग्जांपल which I am trying to give you. Similarly, generative AI, like people have spoken about artificial intelligence in general, but using generative AI where you are able to generate lot of content, like in terms of compliances, in terms of your legalities, and how you leverage this platform. Cloud and digitization will remain same. Eventually, everything will be hybrid. On-prem, some of the workloads will keep, some of the workloads will move to cloud, and we will make sure that there is an end-to-end visibility, automation, and control of various applications that we are deploying in our cooperative bank environment. And obviously, cyber security, that in any case we are going to touch in detail, and banking of things. So you might have heard about Internet of Things. Similarly, this is a banking of things, where we are talking about going beyond ATMs, using kiosk and various other methodologies to deliver services. And how do we integrate those various elements through which we are providing services into a common platform is basically banking of things that we are talking about. So we have spoken about lot of technological trends. We have spoken about more and more data that we are going to generate and process. And obviously when you deal with data, you generate more data, you depend yourself on the insight which is getting generated from that data. It is prone to any kind of security breach, okay? So be it AI, be it enhanced CBS, be it cloud, anything and everything that we do, eventually we are dealing with data. Customer data, our ecosystem partners with whom we collaborate with, their data and how they manage their data is also going to impact us, right? So again, I mean, like, data security is going to be very, very important. Let me just give you some analogy in terms of, like, a car, okay? So what are the various elements of, like, our life cycle where we use a car for our own personal use? And this is an analogy which I am trying to explain in an environment, IT environment of a cooperative bank. So we have access control, okay? So we know चाबी किसको देना है, वो चाबी से यही कार खुलेगी, ठीक है ना? सो डोर लॉक करने हैं, ग्लासेस बंद करने हैं जब व्हेन वी आर स्टेपिंग आउट ऑफ द कार, राइट? तो ये बेसिक है जिसको हम एक्सेस कंट्रोल में क्लासिफाई करेंगे. पॉलिसी एंड प्रोसीजर्स, वी रीड लॉट ऑफ मैन्युअल्स. नई कार आती है तो ऑटोमेटिक कार है, कैसे है, मैन्युअल है, कैसे चलती है, क्या क्या उनके प्रोसेसेस है, ठीक है? ऑथेंटिकेशन, मैं वेले पार्किंग में गया, मैंने वो कार की लाइक जिसको दी, वो की से यही कार खुलेगी, कोई और कार नहीं खुल सकती, ठीक है ना? सो दैट इज ऑथेंटिकेशन. रिस्क मैनेजमेंट, ठीक है, मैं एक अच्छे एरिया में, अच्छे पार्किंग में मैं डालूंगा, मैं इंश्योरेंस लूंगा, मेरा अंदर लैपटॉप पड़ा है या कुछ वैल्यूएबल्स पड़े है तो मैं रिमूव करूंगा, ठीक है ना? दीज आर द बेसिक थिंग्स दैट वी डू व्हाइल वी यूज आवर कार. देन कम्स वल्नरेबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट. We do a lot of telemetry of our car, right? We capture a lot of data from our car. Tire pressure kitna hai, oil kitna hai, those stuff now keep coming on the driver information system, right? So that is what we do. We keep on getting our car serviced. We keep on getting our car inspected. So that is something which is very, very important. Events and incidents, ठीक है? कोई honk कर रहा है, वार्निंग इंडिकेटर्स आ रहे हैं कि आपके ऑयल कम आ रहा है या कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल फेलियर है, दोज काइंड ऑफ इंडिकेटर्स वी कीप ऑन ट्रैकिंग, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट वी विल मेक श्योर दैट दीज इश्यूज आर फिक्स्ड. बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी, वी हैव अ स्पेयर व्हील, ओके, स्टेफनी है, उसमें भी हमें जब हम एयर प्रेशर चेक करेंगे तो उस टाइम पे हम स्टेफनी को भी कंसिडर करेंगे, ठीक है, टू मेक श्योर दैट देयर इज नो आउटेज इफ देयर इज एनी काइंड ऑफ इशू on the road which we might face, right? Testing the spare, towing insurance, roadside assistance, that is something which we ensure that we have, right? Threat intelligence, we have backup camera, we have blind spot camera, forward collision warning, GPS traffic info, we know, I mean, like, you know, before entering into any expressway, if there is a weather alert or if there is, like, you know, some kind of accident alert or there is a traffic jam alert that we get through Google Maps, we are just trying to monitor that, and we are trying to accordingly do like, you know, route optimization. We accordingly select our route in terms of whether to go, whether to take another path. Training, we have license, we keep on renewing that. There are certain SOPs that we have to follow and comply to. So point I'm trying to make it is the way you take care of your car, okay, by doing all this, you have to also take care of your IT environment. When I'm saying IT environment, it includes all your digital assets, it includes your data, not just your data, customer data, and all the stakeholders with whom you go collaborate, their data itself, okay, that is also very, very important. So as an organization, what we do is basically through our cyber defense center, we deliver state-of-the-art cyber security as a service. So cyber security, when I say, is a combination of people, process, technology. It is not just about technology. It is about people and process as well, okay? So we are ensuring that through our state-of-the-art defense center, we are able to provide you state-of-the-art services under certain SLAs, stringent SLAs, by giving you people, process, and technology, all three. So some of the key benefits that like, you know, I would like to highlight here, when you are actually putting cyber security as a service and you outsource that to the third party company, okay, there are certain advantages, because as an organization your core focus is banking. Your core focus is not hiring people, okay, who are experts in various security technologies, defining the processes and benchmark them with the best practices in the industry, following the compliances, and then eventually running the entire cyber security operation. Rather, I outsource it to someone who has already done that, okay, and then I focus on my core business, which is going to help me in a much better way. So these are some of the solution blocks which are there as a part of our managed SOC. Okay, these are some of the advantages that I have spoken about in terms of whether to insource or outsource. So some of the elements that I have captured here is something like, you know, which talks about your ROI, which talks about the advantages and disadvantages of insourcing and outsourcing. So this is what I thought I would like to highlight here at this point in time. We have got our stall on stall number 12. I would invite all of you to come here and have an interaction with our team. जैसे कल एक मॉक ड्रिल हुआ था, ठीक है ना, कि in case of any war situation, how we should be prepared, how we should follow certain rules and best practices. Similarly, we would be really happy having an interaction with you. We would be happy to give you a complimentary assessment of your IT environment in terms of your cyber security risk exposure, okay, and without any charges, and you would be happy to learn, I mean, like, you know, how your security posture is emerging over the period of time and what is your risk score across the IT assets and data that you are owning. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much for patience hearing. Really appreciate.